This is a Shopsmith. This particular one was made, I think, somewhere in 1985. Shopsmith has a very long history and colorful. They started somewhere after World War II, and then they made some weird designs back then. And then this is the Mark V, which is the one that really made them famous because it works so well. This is a little bit of different of a table design from the original because they upgraded that like somewhere in the 80s, so probably with this particular one. But yeah, at some point it was employee owned, and they made the original Mark VII, which was a terrible design. Went under, then got restarted a couple of times, and now they make a much newer model than this one, but it's pretty pricey. It's around $5 or $6 grand, which I hope to someday have one because it's a lot better than this model, but this model is also fantastic. Right now I have, this is a joiner, and I have the table saw part set up as well, but this can convert into a drill press, a vertical drill press. I have some other attachments for it for sanding, it's belt sander and drum sander. But yeah, the design of Shopsmith actually has a larger arbor than most table saws. So the cut is actually a hell of a lot cleaner than any standard table saw, even really expensive ones. Like this thing just cuts like a dream. So I've loved this thing since the very first day I bought it, and I had a table saw at the time, so I could definitely compare the two and did a lot better. And yeah, at some point, I knew I was going to move, so it was a tough decision because I could not keep the table saw and the Shopsmith. But the Shopsmith is much better for small spaces because it can roll around and it's easy to use, and it sets up into different pieces of equipment, whereas a table saw is just a table saw. So, but like everything else, I have designed a contraption for the wheels, which worked extremely well for probably 3 years. But now that we moved, you can see that now it has a hell of a bow in it, which makes the wheels not level, so it doesn't want to roll around anymore. So I either have to go back to the stock wheels or redo this or redesign it and probably again make it much more like that contraption as opposed to this contraption. So, but we'll see in the end.